Uncle Joe woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, folks. He is dumping Bitcoin along with the German government. We have Charles Hoskinson choosing violence today, and the Japanese yen falling to levels not seen in 40 years on the value of their currency. The world's absolutely insane right now, you guys. Welcome to the show. We got a stacked crew hanging out with us. Holy God. We got the peeps and even a special guest, Piano Matty B. Let's start from the far left. Isaac can't talk, but he can't talk. We got to get him a new cord, but he says hello. He's going to be sitting here catching the shorts content for us, throwing us a beer if we need it. You know, it's going to be great. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Taco, how the hell are you doing, dude?
Doing good. Just had my stream. It was a success.
It is your day. It is your day.
What was that?
Smashing
Wait,
success.
it's Wednesday. It's not Taco Tuesday. I thought it was Tuesday.
Oh, every
Do you know what I
Taco
found
Day.
out today, though?
Taco Hump Day.
That there is a taco coin on Cardano that rugged, and I'm pretty pissed about
No, really?
it. Yeah.
On Cardano,
No one told
too?
me one, and then they tell me after it's rugged. So, like, what am I
Bro,
to
maybe
do?
you do a community takeover of it.
Yes.
I mean, maybe, you know.
But at that point, I should just launch my own taco coin.
Yeah, throw it on
That's
Omni.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe
honestly,
Chalupa coin.
Someone asked me if I launched my own coin. If I did, I'd have to have like a real world asset liquidity pool of tanks backing. You know what I mean? That's the goal here. Kelly, thanks for joining me on the Wednesday, brother. How's the day going?
You know, it's good. The market's still exciting, despite if anybody's feeling bothered. Hey, man, we're still at incredible levels. We got the world. You know what? I saw something today right before we went live. When you see these kind of things, Germany selling, U.S. selling, Mt. Gox, this is that ultimate time that typically marks, all that flood of negativity right at a bottom where you get the most scared.
Yep.
And I think you got a chart to share with us, too, about that fear.
Oh, I do.
Yes. Yeah, so
Oh,
I think
I do.
I'm feeling good. Everybody hit the like button.
People are scared out there. Morel, what's up, my man?
What up? What up?
I'm super excited that we're doing the live soul scan on these new shit coins as they launch.
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
If it's a reasonable chance, you know, we're gonna be taking a look at it.
Degens for the
I
win.
saw something today. It's a meme coin coming out from one of these influencer, like actual celebrities that I want to do a live health check on. It's moving pretty good on the graphs, but something that's not moving great on the graphs is Bitcoin. Show my screen. I'm going to talk about this with Piano, Matty B, and Kelly, and the boys obviously here. But we are right on the precipice once again. $61,000. All the dumping coming on our heads. Let's bring Matty B up on to the show here to get his analysis of where we're going with things. A lot of fear, a lot of concerns out there. Piano Matty B, how the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm unbelievable up here behind the maple curtain. I just had a big old juicy ribeye for a lunch/breakfast.
What?
And
Oh my God. You living the dream.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Living
Fantastic.
the dream up here in the maple curtain.
Absolutely, man. I had a chicken taco, so, you know, it wasn't
nice.
amazing. Had to sit next to Taco as he eats a burger. So, you know, I'm trying to slim down. I'm losing weight. I'm kind of trimming some of the dad bod down. You know, and apparently today, Joe Biden decided to trim down the U.S. government Bitcoin holdings, right? We see a pretty large jump of U.S. government wallets. They deposited 3,900 Bitcoin. This is breaking news that basically just broke right before we went live, worth $241 million into Coinbase. The government is listed as holding 213,000 BTC. Kind of a decent chunk of it, but with this downward pressure, man, do you think that we'll be able to hold this shelf? I know I've been watching 60K as kind of that line in the sand. We wicked below it twice now, and we're sitting right above that, in my opinion, kind of a do or die moment. What is your opinion? Is this sell pressure enough to get us down there?
Well, you know, when we have the sideways action like we've had for the past couple months, I like to look at when the charts are going to reset. And so when you want a chart to reset, it can't be, you got to go all the way to monthly, right? You got to work yourself from the 4-hour chart to the monthly. So I'll try to do this super fast so we can see where, in my opinion, the reset is. Let's just see if this button wasn't
Someone just
working on my
disappeared
screen.
off the screen in your corner. You have
There
a
it is.
madman.
There it is.
Matty
Okay.
found the button.
Is Tucker
I
Carlson
found the button. Just
special
takes 5
appearance?
times to do it. Up here in Canada, yeah, it hit the button 5. So this is a 4-hour chart. She's a noisy little so-and-so. So there's a lot of things that you can get distracted by, but a real short-term look, there's a little bit of a bear flag. I was hoping to bust out of it, kind of hit this, get over the 20 moving average. But when you know, we haven't been over the 20 moving average since we hit that high back in, what is that, 71? Then we've just been under the 20 moving average. So on a short-term look on the 4-hour chart, until we're over the 20 moving average, we're going to feel that sell pressure. Then we move on to the daily. There's a little bit of good news. We got back into this channel of eternal monotony we spend so much time in, but we're fighting it now. You can see we're fighting to stay above. But more importantly, on the 4-hour chart, we crashed through the 61.8, right? So to me, that is a nice chart refresher that tells me we're ready to move up. So we crashed through the 4-hour chart. Now we're on the daily. The 61.8 is 62.3. We crashed through that. So that tells me we haven't refreshed yet. If we go to the weekly, the 61.8 is egads 54.3. Now, here we're going to quickly go back to the 4-hour chart, and you see this little bear flag that we're talking about? Yeah. Where does it play out to? 54.3. It's gross, right? It's gross. So there's some confluence on the 61.8% fib on the weekly. Now, we almost got there back here, and what is that? April. We almost got there, was 55.5. Most people don't even remember. Is that there's the way. No, 56. Right? So that was $2,000 away from this 61.8, the goldenest of golden ratios. This is, in my opinion, when the charts refresh and we can look for the next leg up. Will it come? I don't know. We go out to the monthly, it gets a little more bearish. We can see we're just consolidating here up, and it can be a cup and handle or a bull flag, whatever. They both play out to the same thing. But where is the 61.8% fib on this chart? Egads 43.2.
Oh God.
That's not a pretty number.
God. Yeah, that's some scary stuff, and we got some downward pressure, so and it's such a, there's really people that I consider experts that are, either bearish and bullish at the same time. There's so many different signals going on right now. In this current environment, are you feeling like it's still time to DCA, or you're waiting for the weekly close to see where the weekly candle closes at before kind of considering moving, more into DCA type positions?
Well, this morning I opened my stream saying that we'll look back at these prices in a year and think that it's the steal of a century, right? Yeah. So you got to remember that we're still high, and most people wouldn't say we would even get here by the halving. So here we are, and we're all kind of poopy pants because it's holding on to 60, but we're ahead of the game. But all that TA there from the 4-hour to the monthly can all be trumped by some huge fundamentals, right? That's what changed. So especially in a sideways market, we're just kind of grasping at straws, looking for patterns. And really at the end of the day, we're just sideways ad nauseum.
Absolutely. And I know Germany has way less Bitcoin than the US government. And me and Taco were kind of talking about this before we came on air. It's like, if you were able to seize all this Bitcoin, you're one of the main holders, yet you see your value of your dollar continuously falling, off a cliff, and everyone sees it. Of course, that these government leads see it. Why would they be swapping out their Bitcoin for their own fiat if they know where everything's going? Because we have kind of this interesting situation. I feel like BlackRock is very on the inside when it comes to being connected to the U.S. government. They haven't had really many inflows or outflows at all. We've seen Fidelity with outflows from the ETFs. We've seen all the other ETFs kind of taking a haircut. Bitcoin has remained stubborn and steadfast in that moment. Is the U.S. government potentially trying to sell this Bitcoin to fix a short-term problem with the debt, or show some sort of positive movement with the debt that it sits on? Or is it really just, kind of just getting rid of offloading evidence?
Well, it's a couple of weird things. So first off, it explains the stupidity of the U.S. government that they're actually selling it at this time. Like, they have a chance here to actually course correct the economy to a certain degree of all the damage they've put in. If they just hodled Bitcoin, it could actually save their ace. But of course, with only 200 PhDs on the payroll, how could they possibly figure out the value proposition of Bitcoin?
Right.
And, at the beginning of that question, I actually believe BlackRock is the government. So what's going on right now is just, I think it's some nerds in some back room going, you know what we should do? We should get rid of some of this Bitcoin, see how much we can sell it for. But if there was an actual smart person in that whole operation, they'd be like, don't even touch it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I also kind of speculate that it seems like we've seen this before where when we have, sort of pressures in the market, it seems like there's almost like monetary vindictiveness going on. It seems more likely where it's like the market's okay. We got Mt. Gox, we got Germany selling. Now the U.S. government, let's make it worse. Also going into a presidential event that's happening tomorrow night where there's going to be a lot of discussion around this. I think. I mean, I don't want to think it's so coordinated. They're like, let's make it even feel worse so the conversation isn't as poignant. But I don't know. I'm just so disillusioned by our government. I can't imagine that. Bizarrely, not that there's not smart people, it's that they're focused on propping up the wrong thing.
For sure. Well, their jobs and their lives depend on fiat currency, right? So that's where we all separate. We know that the future is Bitcoin and a decentralized monetary system, but their whole lives, their whole story, their legacy, what they're going to tell their children, what they're trying to keep going is based on the fiat disease, right? So they got to pump as much life back into it or else they literally die. Can you imagine what's going to happen when the kind of shit hits the fan, everything blows up in their face? It's like, can they lead normal lives? Can they, go get a coffee in a coffee shop? Can they go have dinner somewhere? Can their children leave normal lives without changing their names? Like I think about Justin Trudeau in Canada. He has kids. Like imagine those kids have to live with that name. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed their names and maybe move to, I don't know, where did the Nazis move to? South America? Maybe take up residence
Argentina,
there.
Maybe Brazil, those are nice.
Yeah, I mean, just yesterday I saw a story about some speaker, he was Irish or English, was giving a speech in Calgary or somewhere in Canada.
Tommy.
And it was on freedom of speech. And as soon as he got off stage, he got arrested.
Straight to jail.
It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable up here.
Yeah, it's, pretty unfortunate to think about, the fact that we honestly could dig ourselves out of this hellhole of debt that, North American countries have found themselves in. But it's a very painful process. What's that?
Is how, the U.S. government, when they confiscate stuff that's pretty much gotten illegally, like cocaine or drugs, heroin, whatever, they burn that stuff. Why didn't they burn the Bitcoin?
That would have been bullish.
Could you imagine
the Biden Bitcoin burn, man?
That'd be bullish for Bitcoin.
And they think it's like so bad, and all of us Bitcoiners like burn it, burn it.
Yeah, man. Well, Matty B, I appreciate you dumping a bucket of cool water on my head here. You know what I mean? If we go down to those levels, it's just the market resetting, so we got to understand that. I am hoping and basically staying on my kind of hill that I may die on, that, this shelf looks pretty reasonable right now just from the flush out of the greed. Like now we are at a 30 on greed, and I was looking at some just highlights of that today. We've only hit this level of greed a few times. One was the March 13th bank collapse of 2023. We hit a 33% greed level. And that was, all the mainstream media's Bitcoin's now actually going to 10K. We have a banking crisis. You guys failed. Everything's falling apart. And it moved from 20K on up to right around the next time when we hit this level of fear was 26. Right around $26,000, essentially. Again, just another mark of the market moving sideways. Everyone's hopes and dreams fell off a cliff because they thought the bull market had already started. Things were moving a lot quicker than we expected. And again, the fear came back. So that is one of the main things. And the RSI. Like, it's just, there's so many different factors going into this. The biggest question is, why aren't they using Bitcoin to save the government's balance sheets? That's, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
They're just too stupid.
Yeah,
that's all I can think.
They're
just
not
too
stupid. They're nefarious. Don't give them that benefit of the doubt. They didn't get there. We all think Kamala's like a total moron. She knew what she was doing. You know what I mean? She knew how to spit on that thing. So, and here we are now. Solana Hawk2 is out of the woodwork. It's just the world's chaos. Matty B, where can people find you to keep up with all your technical analysis at, brother?
Every day at 8 a.m. Central Mountain Time, I do a live stream with a video production on TA, usually if the market moves, but if the market doesn't move, we just do a good old-fashioned live stream. 8 a.m. Piano Matty B, YouTube, Rumble, X.
Make sure you catch it. He is absolute alpha for the Bitcoin TA. Love having you on the show, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Let me on. I'll try to get on in the morning with you sometime again.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'll be able to pull it off. Probably Wednesday, the best day. So
Okay, good to know. Maybe we'll shoot for that next week.
excellent. Piano Matty B, appreciate
Thanks,
you, man.
guys.
Thank you.
He's such a G. You know what I mean? I feel like I get along with him extra well because a lot of my family's from Fargo. You know, or like
Fargo,
right
North
below
Dakota?
the Canadian, Fargo, North Dakota. And they all have, a little bit of twang. There's a little bit of, overlap there when you get that close to the border. You know what I'm saying? No one has fences. Everyone's got ATVs. We're all shooting birds. I forgot to mention the chat. TRD Farmer, Nicole Minnis, F Ukraine, Shake and Bake, Dirty Dan, Seth Shepard. What is up, everybody? Bob from accounting. He's going to be fine. I actually have a video specially set aside for Bob from accounting. I was talking to him in the chat this morning about how to actually get onto Solana plays, not just like basic coins. But let's get into all the stuff we got. We got a lot of stuff to cover. And, this is just what I was highlighting. This is the fear and greed, the times that we busted into 30 on the fear levels. Man, this is like the banking crisis. Everyone told you to run for the hills. We're actually going to go down to 10K. That was the consensus. And then we had this right at around 26K. This is where everyone got shaken out. Everything's done for. And this point in the market is when I basically transferred everything. I took a ton of profits in this range on the stuff I was buying down here and then slammed into Chainlink and ICP. Now we have this same moment right here. My overall trading plan, I got to stick with my plan. Every time I see the blood and guts all over the place, I got to be backing up the truck.
Can you zoom out on that a little bit so people can see the correlation of the fear, like how it dips?
Absolutely.
And you can see, you can see where those drops to fear are on the price action.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gray dot dropping from 0 to 100, where it drops to 33.
Yep.
Basically low 30s marks. It's those times everybody's like, oh, it's over, and then it rockets up. You're like, how did I miss that?
Yep.
Because you are tuned into what you're feeling versus using your feeling as a signal for a buy opportunity. Use it as a signal for fear, and you get out and donate your money to somebody else.
And look at this, extreme fear.
On that note, Kelly, the complete opposite. When you want to like take a screenshot of your portfolio and like show your friends, show your family, that's a great opportunity to sell.
Yes, it is, bro. That is probably some of the best crypto advice out there because, and you'll feel like an idiot after you sell. Like some of the best sells I've had, I was like, that was the stupidest thing in the world to get rid of it. Everyone told me ETH was going to 10K, but with the snapshot thing, when you feel your fingers go to the side of your phone, and you're ready to click it, man. You got a big old smile on your face. You're thinking about who you're going to send it to. All those people that told you no.
And the general people, they ask you, like, are you buying or selling? You're like, I'm going to buy right now. And people go, why would you buy right now?
Yeah.
That's a good buy. If you're like, I'm taking profits. Oh, why are you taking profits? It's about to drop.
Yeah. That's like the truest stuff.
And I also wanted to ask Kelly, when Piano Matty B brought up the 618 fib, what was that, like 43K?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll get that low?
So that would be the macro move from the, way further down all the way to the top. I think it's possible. I think that would really wash out a lot of people. But, we haven't had a 30% drop or even really near it since the bear market lows that we had at 15,000.
Yeah.
And so if we think about the trend being our friend, the trend isn't just a trend line or bull or bear. A trend can also be, we've had, basically 19 to 22% drawdowns this entire cycle. So I think even getting beyond 23 into 25%, that would mark something very different in this trend. And again, there's so much bullishness coming into the market right now in terms of capital channels that I think there's going to be a lot of bulls that defend levels. I think even a washout down to that 54K level that he talked about would actually kind of make sense because that's the last spot we had a little bit bit of price action, sort of chop around before that last leg up to 74. And that would mark a washout below the 200-day simple moving average, which is at about, it's I think like $57,000. I'm kind of the camp currently, unless something dramatic changes, that we're probably going to see a bottom relatively in the area that we're at, maybe another washout down to mid 58s. But I think we're going to be having a bullish July and August.
And we have this unexpected wild card. It's the orange one planning to take credit for all the upward Bitcoin price action. He's going to be like the top crypto influencer. All the way through this election, selection process. And in my opinion, if they do take the vote, he's going to get it.
Well, there's a high chance too.
What's that?
And I could be wrong here, but I haven't seen one mention of Biden ever even really saying the word Bitcoin.
Well, he's accepting Bitcoin as donations now.
Yeah, but he hasn't said it like in an interview. You know what I mean? So I think there's a stronger possibility now than we've ever seen in this let's call it a discussion. In this discussion, this charged discussion that we're going to be, I'm sure all watching with popcorn tomorrow, that there's a lot of possibilities as to what route that could take, because it's unquestionable the sort of shifting winds in crypto, the administration on both sides, both sides of our government have seen the necessity to lean favorably in the realm of crypto, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how that discussion goes.
Yeah, now I got a kind of a snippet, a view into the future here. I'm excited as hell. I'm going to be probably needing a couple buckets of popcorn for this one, but I came across this. I got to play it. Owen, we're going in.
Hello and welcome to the first 2024 presidential debate hosted by CNN. I am Jake Tapper, and somewhere around here is my colleague, Dana Bash. I'd like to set the ground rules to this debate. First off, Biden is allowed to speak whenever he wishes. We will have commercial breaks whenever Biden feels the urge so that his needs can be taken care of. This may or may not include naps, energy boosts, or snacks such as ice cream. On the other hand, Trump is not allowed to speak unless spoken to, and if he interrupts Joe speaking, we're automatically going to deduct 10 points from Trump and Dora. As the hall moderator of this debate, I can call it off at any moment and declare it a complete victory for Biden. Where did Trump go? He was just here.
I am so excited for this, folks. I am. That's basically, an exaggerated version of how it's going to go. But I still think that the orange one's going to wipe the floor with him. Pretty excited and shocked that he accepted the invitation to show up to it. I mean, it's an expectation, really, but he was acting like it was an invitation that he could just turn down and be like, no, I'm still going to run, but we're not going to talk about what I'm standing on, what my stances are. We don't need to worry about all that. Just know, orange one bad. I'm running. I need your vote again. And I won't say the other things that he said last cycle because they are so racist. It's off the charts. Now, okay, it is. I've been seeing this being floated. A lot of people like The Hill have come out, large publications, saying that Vivek is definitely not the VP pick. It's actually, according to some accounts that I follow that are pretty intuitive, it actually is looking like Vivek is going to be the VP. Trump supposedly visited him, lots of unconfirmed rumors. Trump had said that the VP will be at the debate. I'm starting to think that it's going to be Vivek. That debate's coming up this Thursday. On the thought that Vivek may just be the pick for the vice president, I went meme coin hunting last night, folks, and I came across this one, a reasonable contract. I put it in the OG chat when it was basically in this range, about 1.5 mil, 1.5 to 1.8 in this spot before the big breakout. Now it's sitting here consolidating, still holding, and I'm going to be using this as a very risky play in case Vivek is chosen as the VP. I am under the thought that these types of tokens. Did you get in? Who else bought this?
You mean it's Vivek Ramaswamy?
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy. I love the play on words. You go to the Twitter, they're out here just creeping on everyone. This is what you want to see. You want to see the account just creeping on everyone, being pretty funny with OG stuff and a lot of interactions. So I came on here, saw that it was giving it a go, and honestly, I like Vivek's energy. So this just felt like a reasonable play for me on the Politify meme coin realm. if Vivek is actually chosen, that clean contract, that contract I just showed you, Vivek Ramswaggy, right? Ramswaggy. These things, that's what you got to run it through the soul scanner. You got to make sure it's reasonable. Protect yourself and don't get overly exposed to these things. But this is a high risk, high reward play that I made just on the thoughts. I woke up and I saw more people posting about Ramswaggy. And I'm gonna start calling him that from now on. Basically, like that's the way.
What market cap was that at?
It's at a 2.2 mil right now. It pumped up to just on about $5.1 million market cap while I was sleeping. So that was great. It always happens when I'm sleeping, man. But you know what? We're sitting here seeing if it can hold this shelf. I'm not horribly worried about the distribution of it, and the holders keep growing. So. I'll be holding it. I'm here for the chaos. You know, if I make it, I make it. If I die, I die. Now, what other stuff do we got here? I got the 9 mil. So this is just insane. I just got to highlight this. Japan's a trade partner, mind you. So, you know, I'd imagine that there's going to be some U.S. intervention here with their central bank. But the doom loop hits a fresh 40-year low for the USD to Japan fiat valuation. That's after Japan blew $73 billion in gold and treasuries, propping up the yen this year. It was trying very, very, very hard to keep its yen valuation from re-exploring these levels of losses compared to the US dollar that were last felt in 1989, right about. This is 1986, and this is right at about 1989, 1992 type area. But seeing this, I think that the idea of quantitative easing, as crazy as it may be for some people to think is going to come back after they just printed 40+% of all dollars ever in circulation. But charts like that are what I'm showing you to show you that these governments, they're going to do everything that they can to keep their fiats worth value and keep their control of the markets at large. Now, this is kind of an interesting conversation. Gary Gensler went up and said, this is a field, crypto, where the leading lights from a couple of years ago are either in jail, about to go to jail, or awaiting extradition.
Is he talking about himself?
I would say he's one of them.
I mean, it should, the flips should be script in a reasonable world, but I am here to tell you it's not a reasonable world. This is the Lizard Man telling us to keep our heads low, because if we're out here outwardly talking about crypto, we're going to jail. And then some of the responses on here just, get you thinking. This guy, Joshua Carlson, law_privacy, I would tend to agree with all of us going to jail. However, Solana Sol is approaching 1 million meme coins with no end in sight, 5,500 new garbage meme coins a day with the almost limitless amount of continuous pumping up meme coins coming, no barriers of entry, all this stuff, basically saying that Solana is bad for crypto. It's only meant for scammy trends, degen trends that were just scammers if we're basically voting with our dollar and just hammering into these ridiculous meme coins. I know I enjoy meme coins, but you got to start asking a question like how far down just pictures and like funny memes we go.
I think the biggest thing is you have to take meme coins for what they are. And it's like they're not going to be the next Apple. They're barely even going to be a viable company. They're literally a meme coin. And the way that we look at them is to avoid getting like completely blatantly rug pulled.
Yeah.
And most of the time when these tokens are like initially created, the insiders, they get the tokens before they release them out, or the contract address they release out to the public. So it's like a game of getting in early, getting out early.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree, though. I mean, it's like a wild casino.
It is.
I mean, the government has a legal meme paper system that people play mostly Tuesdays and Fridays called the lottery.
Yeah.
They spend millions of dollars on it.
But we'll never get
anything.
justice for that.
No.
You know.
Why attack meme coins in the way? Might as well attack the lottery.
They're attacking
Yeah,
like...
you could go into any casino and basically cash your entire paycheck or life savings, put it on black, and lose, and it's you're an idiot.
I don't meet nearly as many winners in casino as I do in meme coins, though. Like, because like Morel was able to clear his debt off with just meme coins.
So real quick, go to Dex Screener.
Okay.
And then on the top list, there should be like the tokens that are like the top performers.
Let's go.
Dore. Go to that one.
Dore.
It's like
Oh
number
god,
5.
this was a bad.
All right,
news.
now go
Oh
to-
no.
Now, regardless of how the token performed, now go to the top traders.
All right, let's go. And they won't have bought. Oh, they bought some.
Look at that. Person bought $686
Oh
worth,
my god.
cashed out $619,000.
And then you can see the actual. You click this little,
That's how
upside
you
down
do it.
glass thing, and then collapse this back down. You can see all
When
the
they
different
bought, sold.
times. Yeah, the bot there, very very early. Like man, that's like second candle.
That's
basically.
so long ago. What was that? June 25th?
Yeah.
And look, so this person literally bought it and sold it before it went on like a meteoric rise,
Yeah.
but they were smart enough to hold on to some of their tokens.
Yeah, because they took the initial pump, like it's probably like a 2x or something. Like, let's condense it down. This is kind of fun to explore the history of an insider here.
But like the main point, I guess I'm trying to get at is like this was a blatant rug pull.
Mm,
But you look at some of the holders, they cashed out
Big
hundreds
time.
of thousands of dollars.
yeah.
And this is an opportunity that anybody can get into just with a little bit of knowledge and listening to people like Drew
Well,
Kelly,
you have
myself.
to be a little crazy though, too. You have
of
to be
course,
a little
of course.
crazy. Like,
I mean, obviously, like there are
You got to be
legitimate.
smart too, though. Like Morel, not to put you on the spot, but you were able to harvest some good profits from a meme coin.
Yes.
That I'm talking in the thousands, and I think you entered that with $30.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the problem. People see what other people make. You're like, well, I'm just gonna throw 1,000 in. Then it rugs. You're like, how come when I do it, it fails? It's because people that are doing this, they're literally it's like shotgun versus being a sniper.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to scatter shot and be willing to lose 8 out of 10 of them, but have that not affect in any capacity your ability to invest in other more meaningful projects or pay rent or buy food or buy Biden diapers or whatever you need.
And don't marry these coins. Like
Absolutely
I took
not.
meme coin profits to buy food yesterday. Like
And
it's
you-
just
And like we're in crypto. I saw a graph today, and of course I lost it. But like
A giraffe?
a graph.
Oh.
I wish I saw a giraffe. I mean, long necks. But yeah, the graph that I did see, it showed meme coins outperforming every other like sector of crypto.
Yeah.
RWAs, layer 2s, X, Y, and Z. It was like above and beyond, way more trading volume, way more just money in meme coins.
yeah.
And before you get off of Dex Screener, what I've seen that's pretty crazy is they actually have their own pump.fund now.
What?
called Moonshot.
Oh,
and-
we were meaning to cover that.
Yeah, it's Moonshot, and
Scroll down on the
literally,
left bar.
All right, let's go.
it's
Oh, there it is.
literally
Yeah, new. Let's pull this
pump.fund,
up.
but on Dex Screener.
Because we saw this story, but we just had so much to cover yesterday. Whoa.
Now you have it on Dex Screener
Moon
itself.
with hat. I mean, that's novel.
That's kind of
Look
funny.
at how many of these things are minted.
And these are ones waiting for the bonding curve.
Okay.
69-cent stable coin. Seriously?
This is
About to
pretty
get
wonderful
wild.
here.
It's about to get
General
wild.
So's.
This is like where you go like for super high risk, super high reward type
I
stuff.
mean, this is
So,
like the most popular place for memeing on the internet. Now
Yeah.
they just got their own pump.fund.
it's
It's going to get wild.
this is a dangerous combination.
It is.
And you see Solana added links. I think that's what it's called. So you can like go on X and post one of these coins, and you can buy it straight on X.
Yeah. I think it was Blinks, but
Blinks.
yeah. And, they were asking which is going to be the next, because I think it's X, Reddit, and then Discord, right? But the places that I was thinking it was going to, Telegram. I
Telegram.
should have said Telegram. I was thinking True Social just because I think Trump's going to turn into a crypto maxi when he sees the number go up. He holds all these Trump tokens that just, hit $20 a piece, and he's just like, I am the genius of finance as well as the world. He's going to be taking a lot of credit for that. So, what are you thinking of?
I'm just saying, is Telegram the only place that you can stream that you can't be banned off of?
Oh,
Like, you can do anything you want on there, and you
Yeah?
can't be banned.
That's
Like,
true.
You can host groups of 500,000 people
Yeah.
and go live and do everything, and you can't be banned.
I
That's
didn't
a
even
good
know that
point.
you could go live on Telegram.
Laserface
Yeah.
Moonshot is not a blockchain. It is a token deployer
yeah.
via Dex Screener.
Yeah. And you know what? I wish Bob was in here because I want to show him like he was asking how to get in on the memes, like actually to use them. I think are you doing that on DGen Alpha?
Oh yeah, I
already?
was showing people today.
Okay.
Transaction Street.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been on there?
No. Oh, is it the transactions like squeezing through the row? Let's go there.
The buses, you have the ETH bus and then the Bitcoin bus and the blocks and every person. It looks like a South Park character and their actual like clickable transactions.
Let's see here. What do
I
we
was
got?
trying to show my chat sending a 0 ETH transaction to yourself and then viewing it on Transaction Street, but the transaction went through too fast.
Let's see. I'm messing around on this. Is this it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, hit X. So it doesn't
Christ.
have to show you around. We know what we're doing here.
That's good.
So like on the left-hand side, you can see like the Tether House. You have Pudgy Penguins, USDC, Uniswap, Chainlink, 1inch, and then all these little people are transactions. So like just click on one of them.
All right, let's go to Uniswap.
Well, no. Like click on one of the actual people.
Oh, does Cartman ever show up? Oh, hold on. That's Jimmy. Is that
So
Jimmy?
this person is in a pending transaction. So you can click on the hash and you can even it brings you to Etherscan.
What the hell? This is kind of fun. It's like gamifying
So this
the
person,
transactions.
so that person, if you go back, they're claiming their blast airdrop.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it's still pending, so more information will be submitted after it's within the block. So after it gets into that first bus there, then after it like leaves, that's the next block in the Ethereum blockchain.
Dude, I feel like South Park's like saving humanity
And
slowly.
all right, so if you click on Ethereum,
Okay. Let's go in here.
top left.
Top left. Right here?
Yep. Let's say you have a stuck transaction. You can put the transaction in there,
Oh,
and you can follow your guy around.
It's almost like
So you can see where it is in the process.
Yeah.
Rather than just being like looking at like on
Pending.
Etherscan, you're like pending, but is it doing anything? Is
Yeah.
it stuck? No, but he's sitting on the bus.
He's
is like
all
domino
right,
tracker.
So exit out of that real quick.
Okay.
And
I love this.
just scroll down and just witness what is
let's
stuck
see.
or just waiting to get into one of the blocks.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
so
Look at
all
these.
of these people are in what's called the low fee line.
Oh,
so,
because they basically chose like the lowest gas. or
Yeah.
Like this is the airport.
These are-
TSA.
Dude,
That's
this
before
is,
you get the Delta Sky Club miles.
Yeah,
Bro,
Pass.
this is wild. Look at the
Wow,
line.
I mean,
Look
I
at the
guess
line.
they both are.
Holy God, man.
75,000+ transactions pending.
This is like the border or something. This is crazy, man. Holy hell. They need to start running
Looks
some
like our
paperwork.
So you see,
Holy
if you pay
shit.
a Coyote and you pay that extra gas, you get the bus really quick.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. But it's crazy too. The way Ethereum works is like, let's say you get put into that first block, and the gas like rises within that block. They could kick you off the bus
Oh my God.
and take your Ethereum.
Dude. Okay, now we're gonna get into civil rights stuff. I gotta stop there. Coins Chick, thank you for the membership. You're dropping members on people. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. This is pretty much the most like I want to just hop around and play on this website now.
For
Like,
real.
what the hell is going
And
on with
they're
this?
coming out with Arbitrum soon, but
Yeah.
I want to see like Base and like every mate like Solana. I would,
know.
I
Base
would
and Solana would be
love
nice.
to see what
I mean, it
Solana
would
looks
just be
like.
like
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Solana would be like
Oh, we're loading a
the
Monero.
bus would be like a fighter jet, like lining up on the tarmac, just ready to take
Monero
off.
doesn't look like it has his.
No, not that much.
Monero is like
Their food doesn't look so good at the stall, so they don't get good.
Here's a picture of how many people want freedom and not to be slaves. And
privacy.
here's the
and then you notice Monero doesn't have any buses because it's privacy.
yeah. I mean, you know, it's not trackable. This is people that are like complete privacy maxis and. Look at how many more people just give me the money, move it fast, jack up the transaction fees, get me out of
They
this
changed
line.
buses too.
Yeah, I swear to God, when I was using this the most is when I was minting NFTs back in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
And I would be like, yes, I'm in the first block. No, what the fuck? Now you're in the third block? It would just keep bouncing around.
I've
and
already
then-
seen it.
Oh my God. All right,
Yeah,
let's take a
it's
quick
awesome.
break. We'll run the mid-roll. We'll come back. I got a bunch of altcoin news to dive into here.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
that it's authentication, not authentication.
Hey, but you know what? We're mining blocks here.
Yeah,
of
you know,
knowledge.
I always say authentication. You know, I'm from Colorado. We like vagitas and margagitas, you know, and they're called mountains. So that is the way. All right, now we got some stuff. Charles Hoskinson responding to some of the FUD coming out about the Cardano attack, highlighting community notes, FTW, F the world, the Cardano blockchain.
For the win.
For the win?
Yeah.
I take this as F the world. Like,
No, it's like community notes for the win because they pointed out CoinDesk's F up.
But
Is that why you say you come out with choosing violence?
Yeah,
well, it's same for the win, not fuck the world.
No, you know what? He's also called bankless bastards today. He
Well,
called
they're little bitches, and they won't do an interview with him.
Yeah, he's a little bit spicy at bankless. Like, he's getting spicy. I can tell the Colorado air is getting to him. He's like going out to his farm, and he checks back into Twitter 12 hours later, was farming y'all what happened in crypto. This is a CoinDesk article.
We are a worthy blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, they are. It's a successful.
Well, after this, they prove their strength of their blockchain.
Dude, they even were able to start draining the wallet of the attacker.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. The attacker got effed at the end of the day.
Yeah. It was just a good note. And it's nice to see these community notes giving good context, not just
read that,
blocking
though.
it.
Promptly, one of the Cardano devs indulged with the reward script written by the attacker and started draining his wallet and stopped the attack. You know what? We're going to charge you a tax for being an asshole.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. I like seeing the community notes just clarifying rather than taking the post down and then you're wondering what the hell everyone's like arguing about. These community notes are being done in a pretty good way.
And the fact that CoinDesk said that they attempted to steal stake tokens, that's impossible.
Yeah. So they had, I just like the clarification here. They are not able to touch the stake tokens. There was no harm done to the staked ADA. It aimed to shut down the chain by chalking transactions, basically shutting down the transaction road that we just looked at. God, they need to have like every chain on there.
That's
so you
what
can,
I'm saying.
you know, like that
should be like, I don't know, taught in schools, like,
dude,
at like a very low grade level.
Yeah.
Because it's a really nice visualization of the blockchain.
We need to get BJ. I don't know where BJ is flying to right now. I think he's
which bus he's on.
He's not on a bus.
He's in Amsterdam.
He's in Amsterdam. Okay, we need because I'm guarantee you he would love to talk about this. We should absolutely get him on and kind of dive into it more. Now, here's some hopium. We've seen a lot of worries today, a lot of sadness in the markets. Here's some daily hopium. Solana in 2021. Versus Solana now, same time frame, both tapping the 200-day moving average. We're doing that right now. We're fighting for our lives at this level. The RSI again down, pretty much looking pretty darn similar to the time frame of 2021 before the nasty pump. So a lot of people calling for Solana to go back to $100, and it has not given up its level of strength. And I don't really see people that are part of the community like going away from Solana. I have Solana just to buy more meme coins and print more money and experience more rugs on the meme coin side. So I'm in it.
It's I don't know if you want to share it on the stream, but Little Pump came out with a video on how to buy Solana meme
Let's
coins.
go to it. I literally have that. Let's see
it's
where
actually
it is.
pretty good.
Little
I mean,
Pump.
How to buy Little Pump. No, but first we need to. Okay, so we're gonna watch the video. But while we watch the video, Morel, can you go dig this one up on SoulScan, this Little Pump token, and let's do a health check on this thing. I was looking at its price action before we went live. Here's the overall price graph. If you're looking from the outside in, this doesn't look too damn bad at all. We got higher lows being created on the nasty fall downs too. I want to find out if it's a clean contract. Little Pump, he's got my ear. Yeah, you could buy a Little Pump, sell your house, and buy Solana using Coinbase, MoonPay, or any other centralized exchange. Send your Solana to Phantom. Search for Little Pump on Jupiter Exchange. And now he's giving the alpha. You'll look for Jupiter Exchange on the browser within your Phantom wallet. That's how I get around failed transactions in Solana, even when things are moving really quick and hodl. Let's have a listen to this guy. Let's check it out.
We're gonna go step by step how to buy a Little Pump coin. So first, go to this app right here, Phantom Wallet, and then buy some of this. I'm gonna show you how to do it on the phone. So once you're at your Phantom Wallet app, You press swap. You max it out, because that's what I always do. I max out everything. And you type in little pump. You go right here. Boom. Once you got that, review and order, and then you swap it out. Bow. It's done. That's like
This is the most educational celebrity crypto conversation I've ever seen.
I know.
And he's literally showing people how to be a degen, how to actually use it. I think that's kind of cool. And he's wearing a Make America Great Again hat. So he's got 2 points from me. Morel, what are the diagnoses?
It's sketchy.
It's sketchy.
Only 7% was sniped, but there's 80% left for airdrops.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's usually that ends up poorly.
Yeah.
How does it determine if they're going to do an airdrop?
It's something it reads in the contract.
Yeah, it's something that they have built internally. That would make me stay away. The airdrop thing.
I mean,
I would stay away from that.
in best case scenario, he could airdrop that 80% to the people.
But wouldn't that mean that he would need control over 80% of the tokens?
It would.
It's almost like his
You
own
would.
self-designated. No, it's for airdrops, but technically,
Yes.
It would show then on like a bubble map, like a big cluster of 80%.
Let's go to
pull it
bubble
up.
maps. Let's do it. We're taking a contract
Ladies and gentlemen,
address.
this is live.
We're doing this
meme
live,
coin research.
and I'm making a point to do this more because a lot of people are asking like, how do I find out and look for these things on my own? I can't catch
It's-
all of these things that are coming out. So
It's never. I shouldn't say never. It shouldn't be as easy as just, oh, here's a token. All right, buy it. You got to do a little bit of research into it.
we're on
And
bubble
we're,
maps.
and we're showing you the tools to do so.
Here we go.
app.bubblemaps.io.
Radium sitting at 4.4%. What is this little guy
Yeah, so
right here?
I don't know how that airdrop checker works, but there's no way you can airdrop for 80% of the tokens.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it really kind of connect. Maybe this one? No.
I can't pull my bubble.
No,
I can
it's
send
not.
you-
It's not showing any real like danger clusters here. I mean, we do see some shifting around from pretty big wallets from one to the next. The airdrop thing, though, that leaves a lot of questions in my mind. Meme
Top
coins
10
are already sketchy enough.
Top
I don't
10
even-
own
I don't
21%.
even think Lil Pump
Top
knows how to
10
do
own
an airdrop.
21%. That's not good. That's not good. What'd you say, Taco?
I don't even think Lil Pump knows how to do an airdrop.
Oh God! It's just like the dev that's got it coded to go to himself or something.
Well, it's like nowadays, what do you define as a dev? Because I can go to Omnipump and create a coin.
know, you're
I'm
a
a dev.
You're a dev. Bob from accounting. Oh, we just showed the video, man. I was trying to hold off. Okay.
Hey, I
Bob,
did some
he
HTML
was okay. Good.
I did some HTML coding in my MySpace, way back in the days. That
I
made me a
remember
dev.
that. And that definitely does not.
I
make
did some
you a
HTML coding to claim my Igon layer airdrop.
I remember that. You went into the index and changed some
I
parameters.
removed the restricted filter.
Yeah. And you can pretty much, like you said, now we have Omni, we have Pumped Up Fun, we have all these
Moonshot
different
or Moon,
Moonshot.
whatever it is.
Yeah, like,
Moonshot.
and that's like we see like 5,000 tokens a day.
Base.fun. Remember I
Base
showed that?
dot fun?
I brought that up a few weeks ago.
Oh my God. It just
Yeah.
keeps going. So pretty interesting. I'm probably going to stay away from this little pump token, you guys, honestly. Like, it might keep pumping. It's got the perfect name, Little Pump, right? He's got the great name for a meme coin. Hawk Tua on fire. Is Hawk Tua back? I heard Hawk Tua might still have her job, unconfirmed. Let's see here. Hawk Tua on Solana, trying to come back a little bit, I guess, a little bit. I'm going to start saying that a bunch now. A little pump, a little bit. Now, this thing, it's trying to come up from the floor. It basically is
You know what you got to do? You got to spit on that
you
thing.
got to spit on that damn thing. Have you heard? Nicole woke me up this morning with a brand new AI Hawk Tua song. AI, I quit music. I am done playing music after listening to AI's country music songs. Like a few months ago, they were not that great. Now I wake up and
Dude, they had a Justin Bieber run. As
It's
soon as
incredible.
the whole thing with Diddy happened, and it was like, it was so good. I was like, was that actually on the radio? No, it was a full AI generated song.
Yeah. And no, Little Pump token is not the future of DeFi. Thought it was right. And that's, you got to keep in context. Like, we're looking at things to be experiencing a good pump up, get them into the millions of dollars of market cap, and then ladder out. For God's sakes, do not marry these meme coins and do not put more in than you can afford to lose. But please, for the love of God. Now, and this is the face of the guy behind it. He's got, hopefully good intentions. But there can be questions asked. So
Make my wallet great again. That's
This-
what we need to make that hat.
Wait, make my wallet great again?
Yeah.
We already have the story. Dore, this is just insane, you guys, to
Ooh-wee.
see the sell off. You got to keep that in mind. Like, this is a danger zone. Someone sold 2.5 million of these tokens. We were talking about it early in the show. Stay away for the love of God. Now, this interesting thought, raw dogging flights. Now, why are men raw dogging flights? I got DMs on Instagram. Bro, you need to teach us how to bareback flights, says a pioneer of the swashbuckling trend.
What am I even reading
What is
about?
going on right now?
So, raw dogging a flight, for those who are not familiar with it, it means soaking into the literal self, shutting away all of these different little, we have headphones in our ears all the time. We have cell phones in front of our face.
No digital distraction.
No digital distractions. Sink into your own psyche.
I think you got
Be
a touch
there.
of the tism if that's.
No, you don't gotta have a touch. I mean, maybe I do have a touch of the tisms. Okay, but silence, I really think is important. I
When
think
is
that.
the last time you took a 9+ hour flight?
I mean, probably Barbados a while back. That was probably a long time ago. But you know what? We raw dogged it back then. I didn't have a little what do you call them? A Discman? You know what I mean? A Discman
Walkman?
was the thing. A Walkman.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything like that, and they didn't have any shows. Like, honestly, maybe I'm a psycho. I sleep with my socks on at night. So my boss from my guard years called me a psycho for that very reason. Maybe I'm nuts, but sinking into silence, I feel like helps us.
Yeah.
Kind of wash away all the noise and be able to recenter, because if we have all the information, like me for myself, I stay on the news stream completely focused, but shutting down for like an hour or two a day I find highly important. And doing the dishes, that's a good place to start this process, to really sink into meditation.
One Just Do It has a question for you, Drew.
What's that? What is it? What do we got? One Just Do It. Where's the question at?
Is there a local subscription available through Rumble to be able to join the black site?
No, there is not. On Rumble, we are still figuring that out. As of right now, there is no area to put the black site stuff on. It's all on YouTube right now, but I am working on it. I know Rumble would be a great place
Does
for all the
Rumble
black
provide
site.
an opportunity for similar sort of membership?
I don't know. I don't think so. I like what I'm looked at, what I've seen so far. I haven't seen kind of different levels of membership availability in Rumble, but I will get it available as soon as I can find it. Just do it. The first episode that me and Vet put on last week, it dives into some of the proof behind one of the largest attacks on American soil that everyone's forgotten about. It only happened a few years ago, and there's a lot of ugly stuff coming out about that. So if you want to go down that route of the real dark potentials of who we're governed by, join us on the black side. That's where I can do it in a more open manner without having to be taken off the internet.
Can I just say that I never would have put two and two together that raw dogging would be equal to mindfulness?
Yeah,
Plus
I
one.
guess so. Okay, fine. That's my wife too. I got to be careful here. But raw dogging, I've used the term when when you drink a tea and you haven't been drinking liquor or doing anything, and you drink a tea and that messes you up, means you've been raw dogging life. You've been sinking into the emotions and just dealing with it in a very raw emotional manner. So, it's maybe it's a tangent mind, man. Silence is golden sometimes. If you notice, I like to listen more than I talk, believe it or not. I really do.
I mean, you bring up a prescient point though. Like we live in an age now where, I mean, even myself, I go to sleep with an audiobook on. I wake up, I'm immediately on Twitter, going through stories all day long. I'm on podcasts. I'm either talking or listening. TV, we have so little time to sit and have conversations with ourselves or even allow ourselves to be bored so our brains can unpack different thoughts and emotions. And I think it's a bit of an epidemic of
Yes.
lack of communication with self. So I agree with you. I'm going to jump into that raw doggy. As DZ would say it, roar!
Yeah, I mean, just give it a try, man. It's not going to be horrible. Everyone does the dishes, or everyone has a plant to put in the garden, or take some time outside.
Dirty Dan says as golden as a shower.
See?
I'm worried about. I was listening to Jack Dorsey talking about AI and like deep fake videos in 5 to 10 years, it'll be like indistinguishable from like a real video.
Absolutely.
Just imagine the type of life that is going to be when you don't know what you're looking at, if it's real or not.
What if Jack was the one that gave Julian that 8 Bitcoin for his jet? I feel like Jack is like, ever since he slapped his balls super hard next to the fire and like screamed into the mic, I felt like something clicked. And that might be raw. He was raw dogging it. You see what I mean?
Raw.
He was raw dogging it. He only had underwear on. He was right next to the fire, just, you know what I mean? That's raw dogging.
I mean, that wasn't Jack Dorsey, but
wasn't it? It was Jack Dorsey.
It wasn't.
Let's see here.
I know
Jack
it wasn't
Dorsey
because
ball slap.
They brought up that. They brought up that video on another podcast I watched, and they actually talked to the guy. It wasn't him. It's a
mysterious art of
but
ball
here's
slapping.
the thing. Somebody actually posted.
Look at this.
Yeah.
When you type it in, I mean, you get a lot of results here. And just let's go into this with live research on the ball slap. I don't know. It's how did they prove that it wasn't him?
Click back. Go back.
Obviously, it doesn't look like him.
It kind of does.
Go down the next one, Mr. Yo, up.
All right, this one?
Yeah, someone commented that Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter Square, was doing something to show the blah, blah, blah. But this isn't the thing, but it's not. It's just people were basically just,
oh, damn it.
It's Mike from Texas.
Mike from Texas. I was trying to believe in Jack, you know what I mean? Like, because he's been trying to be like the guy for free speech and then like warning us about
let's
AI.
go ahead and change the photo.
All right. Well, why? You know, he's out. He's living his best life.
Your balls are on fire.
Still a relevant kind of visual for what raw dogging could look like. It could be something different for everyone. You know what I mean?
Got something out of Owen on that one.
We got to cover one more thing.
Seriously.
It is Dr. Disrespect came out with a statement regarding all the allegations that are going on against him. Taco, you've been following the guy for years. And me, I mean, I thought he was pretty cool when I was watching, like you would show me some streams. Like, yeah, like this guy's got some funny takes. He's, out there playing fun games. Please give us the actual rundown on what the hell's going on with this Dr. Disrespect deal.
So I think it was in like 2017. He was whispering a miner on Twitch, and people at Twitch, like, they went into his DMs and saw this. So he sued them and he won. And it was found that there was no criminal or wrongdoing on Dr. Disrespect's part. Therefore, he got paid out from Twitch. So 2 former Twitch employees came out over the weekend with that information. They said that he was messaging minors inappropriately, and then it blew up on Twitter over the weekend. So on Monday, he had a stream where he addressed it in the beginning of the stream, and then he started playing Elden Ring. And then towards the end of the stream, he gets a message, and it's from his gaming studio, Midnight Society, pretty much dropping him. He's building the game Dead Drop, or he was.
Yeah.
So they dropped him because of their own investigative, and they looked into it. So then this is his statement, pretty much going over all of it and how he was messaging a minor. It wasn't, it was flirting on the level of being inappropriate. No pictures were sent back and forth, but essentially he is not going to be streaming it anymore, or for the time being, for like, I'm gonna think next month or 2 he's gonna take off. So yeah, he's just getting thrown under the bus now for talking to a minor inappropriately, which wrong or rightfully so. I think that's the right move on the part of the consensus here.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that. But on the flip side, they went through the legal court case, and he got paid out because there was no wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So you can go through some of his language that he used, and at the same time, he has a wife and a kid, so he already got caught cheating years ago.
I know, in 2017.
So it's not a good look for him, for his brand, for any of the people that were working with him. He got dropped by Turtle Beach, Midnight Society. I believe FanDuel is probably going to drop him.
Yeah.
And there's one more, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's just, I feel I woke up to this story just pretty damn disappointed, honestly. And like, I feel like the value of the family has been just so lost because people lack the ability to raw dog it in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're always looking for the grass is greener on the other side stuff, messaging 17-year-old girls, you know, actually cheating on his wife years ago.
Apparently, it was work related. There's like an email that came out going over like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like he wasn't charged. Nothing was charged against him. But
Oh God, we're going there. Aaron's reminded me. You showed me this before the show. Look at what FaZe Banks. Let's go. I'm on a cap mode here. This is just brutality here. Absolute brutality. Prepare yourself. Dr. Disrespect. Abandon the persona entirely. Drop the act and ditch the costume. Fire up the stream and play dumb. Pretend like you have nothing to do with the Doc character and agree with the general consensus that he's a creep. Call yourself Mr. Respect. It's the only play. My God. And they made him look like what's that guy from The Neighborhood, the sniper? It's escaping me. It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh,
With
Mr. Rogers.
Yes,
He
Mr.
looks,
Rogers.
He looks like that crossed with like one of the investigative team on NCIS.
Yeah. I mean, just clean yourself up a bit, slap some glasses on, they'll forget all about it. So
he averages like 20-30,000 concurrent viewers on his live streams. He's been doing it for like 9 years. So he's also said that like he's burnt out and he's like just over social media and all the negativity. But at the same time, if you do something controversial, you're gonna get hate, and this is the result of it.
And he's such a big figure. Like, you got to take into account, like, you're supposed to be an example. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish we had more kind of traditional focused examples that would hold up the family unit as the most valuable thing in their life. And then all these other things that we're doing in our life are just to help my family grow and be successful. I wish that things kind of had that base point, because it's also insular. I want this for my career and I want that for myself, instead of I want this for my kids. I want this for my family. I wish that we could kind of look at the legacy as the most valuable asset on the planet again, which I still do. I wish it was more common.
And as much as we all love meme coins, he actually made a Dr. Disrespect coin.
No! Oh my God.
Yeah, so if you want to go on deck screen and bring it up, I brought it up on my stream. I don't know how it's doing so far.
Okay, we're going to have to go. Here's
really
Baby Duke. Baby Duke's still trying to hold on. It's like 124K market cap. I'm in it still. We'll see where it goes. Is it Dr. Disrespect, you think?
Yep.
All right. Disrespect. Let's see what we got here. We got to check this out. I mean, I got it. It's on Solana. Let's see. Oh my God. This is
maybe you're like the 5 minute.
Making lemonade out of lemons here, I guess. Wow. Oh my God. This thing's actually, but it's 133K market cap. This is a micro cap, bro. This is a complete micro cap. We're going to have to do a health check on this one. Liquidity's at 34K.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't buy this. Just because I like Dr. Disrespect as a streamer. I don't respect him doing what he did. So like, it's kind of bad taste.
Yeah. I mean, it's this is how fast crypto moves. They mint a
top
coin.
10 own 48%.
Top 10 own. Stay the hell away from that.
Yeah,
Thing. Stay the hell away
Don't
from
do
that
it.
thing. All right, it's time to go hit the gym. We're going to do some damn squats. I hate these days and love them after I'm done. So we're going to get after it. Taco, Kelly, Morel, Owen, Isaac, everybody here. This is a stack show. Piano Matty B joined us. I feel like we got a lot off our chest. We talked about ball slapping, raw dogging, Uncle Joe just choosing violence, dumping on our heads. It's a great day in crypto. I'll check out the Hawk Tua video later, Coins Chick. There's quite a few of them going around, but appreciate every single one of you out in the chat. And remind you, we are powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading cold storage app where you can easily buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap. And the reason why I like it so much is because not only does Kelly and Taco caress it when I speak about it, but it is easy as pie to use. It's something that I actually was able to give my loved ones, and they can just easily use a crypto cold storage. Finally, after years of begging them to do it with a ledger, they couldn't do it. They couldn't figure it out. This is the path for the normies to get control of their own crypto. So use code BASE10. If you got people to wake up, give them a Christmas gift. Stack the Christmas gifts right now. Support the channel. Use code BASE10. Get 10% off. And until tomorrow morning with our members only stream for Black Site members only tomorrow at 10 a.m., I bid you adieu. Goodbye.